Toronto Raptors are either going to be a fringe playoff team this season or might not even make it at all.
Okay, tell me why.
I feel like losing Gasol and Ibaka, while yeah, they're like kind of getting up there, I feel like there were two like great veterans to have, especially for a team that was missing, their superstar that lost their superstar in Kawhi. The other thing is that I haven't really been impressed with what I don't think they've done much in free agency, if at all.
They kept
Um,
Van Fleet, which is a pretty big
yeah, I
deal.
mean
They
that.
got Aaron Baines.
I mean, yeah, okay. So you replace a stretch big with another stretch big, but what I think Marc Gasol brings is a veteran defensive presence that I don't think Aaron Baines has.
Aaron Baines is a bootleg Marcus Gasol.
Yeah. So, um, and Kyle Lowry's getting up there, even though I think he was an All-Star this season.
hmm
Yes, listen, it's gonna be a Pascal and Lowry led, unless Mr. Ujiri does anything like crazy in the trades or something like midway through the season. I could really, even though the East is we all say the East is weak. There's some really good competitive teams, and I think they could be either the 7th or 8th seed or just not make the playoffs at all.
The Raptors are something really interesting because last season I wasn't that much of a fan of them. I wasn't too big on the hype train, although they were decent in the Eastern Conference. But losing Marcus Gasol and losing Serge Ibaka is no thing you could just look over and say, oh, they're just gonna go back there again. You can rely on Siakam and Lowry to carry you like you normally do. No, I mean, when I look at it like this, Lowry and DeRozan was a great duo. They didn't really have that much of a cast behind them. What makes you guys think that Lowry, more aged, with a younger Siakam, can do it just as easy or easier? I don't believe so. If you guys want to compare Siakam to DeRozan, two of Kyle Lowry's teammates, we can, because with all honesty, I don't see this Toronto team finding any success with these two as their core.
I think what could happen is, and this is Masai Ujiri's specialty, is finding someone and developing him. We saw OG Anunoby last year. We can definitely see someone. Malachi Flynn's a really good
Yep.
prospect. I think coming out of San Diego State, I believe.
Yeah.
So look, we could see development happening. I think you can't, right? Even if they are aging, losing Marcus Gasol and losing Serge Ibaka is not easy. Getting Aaron Baines back. I like Aaron Baines. Most supporter likes Aaron Baines because of the fan club, but I don't know if that's enough to subsidize it. I think you're gonna have to start seeing a Pascal Siakam kind of takeover season, kind of like what we saw this year, but up to another level, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, especially with the Brooklyn Nets coming back, Miami are definitely gonna push. You have the Boston Celtics, who, may or may not have the best free agency, but they still are up there because they just have so much talent. You have some other teams making moves to try and push into the playoffs. It's going to be a very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see where the Raptors fall.
Yeah, when you look at the Eastern Conference, it's probably as wide open as it's been in a long time. I know teams like Milwaukee were locks for a few years and didn't really perform in the postseason. We all know that as Miami Heat fans. We've seen it firsthand in the playoffs, that is a regular season team mostly, not a playoff team. So the thing with the Raptors is, can they perform in the playoffs? Yes, they did it when they had probably one of the baddest men on earth, Kawhi Leonard, honestly being one of the most clutch players in the NBA. If you ask Max Kellerman, he's more clutch than Kobe ever was, but you didn't hear that from my mouth.